I'm Meg Green with Insurance Insider, and we are coming to you from the very warm Score Lounge at Monte Carlo for the annual Rendezvous de September conference. Joining me now is John Mullen. He is the president of Guidewire software. John, thanks for speaking with me today.
Thank you for having me.
So a hot topic here at the conference is the need for reinsurers to earn their cost of capital. What are your thoughts around that?
I think so. First, in the current macroeconomic conditions, certainly this is under tight scrutiny and should be a topic of conversation. Because what it does is that pressure drives us to look at how we're solving insurance problems and industry problems, and how we're making sure that the maximum amount of capital is getting to the risk. So there's a tremendous focus on risk selection and pricing. But there's also got to be a strong focus on operational excellence, not just within the transaction between the carrier and the reinsurance broker and the reinsurer, but also really the transference of risk throughout the value chain. And I think as an industry, we have a real opportunity to think about, no matter what the macroeconomic condition is, we have to be continually refining our criteria to make sure that we're more efficient in deploying that capital to the actual risk, rather than the friction that exists to write that risk.
How will the evolving risk landscape impact that?
Yeah, it's the unknowns. The unknown unknowns are amplifying tremendously, and so as we think about that risk selection and pricing and underwriting decision, certainly there's a portfolio management conversation between primary insurer and reinsurer that is evolving rapidly. You see more and more companies being both reinsurer and primary insurer. And I think that's really just a precursor to the idea of portfolio management. Back to the macroeconomic condition, some of the historical context over the last, say, 10, 15 years has created an environment where portfolio management principles maybe have skewed a bit and been protected by the macroeconomic condition, those results. Now I think we really have to tighten down on what risks should be retained, what risks should be reinsured, and that collaborative portfolio management conversation really, for the known risks, yes, for the outlying events within those known risks, but really to create the kind of agility that as the unknown unknowns evolve, we really can be much faster as an industry in understanding where and how that risk should sit, where it should sit.
So can we talk about the role of technology? Is that a problem or the solution, or a little bit of both?
Good question. As a lifetime technologist, it's a great question. So I think definitively the industry has historically looked at, okay, technology is an opportunity to solve and retire historical problems. And so from that standpoint, if that's the point of view, I think technology can get in the way. What we really have to be thinking about is how will we evolve as an industry to kind of shape and drive innovation for the future of the industry. So if it's solving historical problems, it can get a little muddled. But if we have the clarity of purpose around how we make decisions, how we transfer risk through the industry, and how really that friction is removed, we certainly have an opportunity to make it be part of the solution long standing. I think one thing that's materially different now, and maybe insurance is behind some other industries, materially different now is no longer can a professional be, an insurance professional cannot say I'm a business insurance, I'm not a technology insurer, a technology professional in insurance. Those are coming together so rapidly that successful leaders really have to understand that, and the curiosity behind that, and the solution orientation behind that. And I think insurance is probably behind consumer product and retail, and behind maybe even life sciences and some of that. But as we bring these solutions together, solving business problems rather than solving transactional problems, I think it really can be part of the solution going forward.
John, thank you for speaking with me today.
Thank you. I appreciate the time.
We've been speaking with John Mullen. He is the president of Guidewire software. For Insurance Insider, I'm Meg Green.